I don't know how I should start this. Either good evening, good day, good night, good morning to all those that are watching this. I'm not cutting a promo exactly on Moms for Breakfast, but I am gonna just share a thought that has been circulating my mind this past couple of weeks, and I guess it really kind of made me stop and think exactly about who's in my who's in my inner circle of friends of trust and whatnot, and it's really surprising if I actually stop and think about it. Because I see a lot of friends and a lot of people out there kind of being depressed about who they don't, or who they do have as friends, or lack of. And what it comes down to is a lot of people can't trust a lot of people, and it is an ongoing issue. And then you kind of think that, well, maybe get these group of people and doing trust exercises and whatnot. And it's kind of funny because you look at what I do for Bombs for Breakfast with all those guys from different sizes, different personalities, different you can even say different IQs, because some of those guys are, when you hear them talk, it's just they have some outstanding ideas, and we're all bonded by one common thing, is that we love what we do. And it's really interesting if you look at that. Take mine and Victor's relationship through Bombs for Breakfast, for just looking at it as a whole. You see two guys that rival each other. They hate each other, they like each other, they despise each other. They pretty much have every emotion against one another. They've tagged, they've feuded, they've beat the crap out of each other, they've saved each other, they'll stand up for each other. And behind all that, and Vic, I'm sorry, but I'm breaking Kayfab and all sorts of stuff by doing this, and you guys can punch me a good one next time you see me. But in all aspect, we understand the risks that we do, that we take, that we foresee. Every step, every breath that we make, we know what's behind it and what's going to happen next. And to have that much trust in a person, you can talk about trust falls and everything, and you know what? We do one better. We suplex one another. Because if you honestly want to look at it, suplex, definitely one person can stand up and say, well, kind of stand up, can say that you can get hurt taking a suplex. Yeah, so that's a lot of trust that we put in with anybody that we go up against and fight with. And you want to do trust falls, freaking suplexes, and other powerful moves. Hell, I can recall two incidents that I partaked in, and could have seriously done some damage, but lucky for me, it wasn't critical. Um, one was with Victor. Actually, both Victor was present for, but the first one was the first ever Thriller versus Victor match. We, I was still pretty green with the concept and where Victor and his group was. So him and I just kind of played it by ear and called a spot. I said okay. And I was thinking one thing, and he ended up doing another, and I almost landed on my neck. Luckily, I rolled through it. But when it came up, when I rolled through, I was all of a sudden on my feet, and I just couldn't believe that I was on my feet, and I just fell right down. I was like, I'm gonna let my body like absorb what just happened, so that I don't go through more pain. The other one was the time I just got a simple shove, and I wasn't aware where I was, and the back of my head smoked the low balancing beam. That seriously, hearing it still makes me cringe. I still remember the pain I was in, and I also remember not remembering the whole match by an hour after the night was done. It's definitely a mild concussion, but the swelling went down and my headache dissipated before I was ready to like actually call it a night. But again, that comes down to trusting the other person. Like I said okay because I have faith, I have trust, and it's actually reflected at the same level as you would trust family. And so I consider anybody that's come and gone through B.F.B family, and I will always continue to look out for them, even if stepped in once and said no afterwards. I still look out because how I see it is I trusted you with my life at one point in time, and that's saying a lot, because as much as if it was in any other situation, any other aspect, any other scenario that was not wrestling, I would never, and I can honestly say this, I would never trust a person that much as I do with the guys, and hopefully soon females if you're interested. I'm looking to increase the roster. It's fun, it's laid back, you ask anybody that's within our circle here that we try to make sure everybody understands what everyone's doing. And as much as I hold like multiple characters, when it comes down to event day and whatnot, everybody's like, oh, have you given much thought to our match? And another person, our match. And it's like, yeah, I have. My process is one thing at a time, but that's beside the point. I still try to give everybody my attention as much as I possibly can. And I try and hope to get the other person what they hope and saw and planned days, weeks prior to them actually performing. And that's what it comes down to is a lot of us, we perform for you guys watching. Whether it's making you cringe or you guys going, well, why would anybody want to do this? And it's, you know what? It's, yeah, sure, I complain about my aches and pains and bruises and cuts and scrapes and pulling Lego out of parts where they shouldn't be in. That was always fun. Hope to do it again. But you honestly, you actually end up learning a lot about yourself too. Exactly where you're weak in and where you're strong in at the same time. In a sense, it also helped me try to be a little more vocal, because these guys end up being like, you know what, you gotta talk more, you gotta do this, you gotta try this, you gotta try that. And it definitely helps to get one person out of their shell, and it also helps to have fun. And a lot of us, that's all we're doing, is having fun. We don't care if we get criticized by people that are actually professionally trained. It's, yeah, okay, yeah, we're not professionally trained, but you know what, we're having fun. We're doing it with a smile on our face. We're putting our own money into it. Not expecting a whole lot out of it, but we're still just being like, here, this is what we can do. And it also helps us learn from ourselves too. Like, you look at any of those guys in Bombs for Breakfast, and you go right back to the first time that the camera even looked at them. It's, to see them transgress over these last few years is phenomenal. You look at Victor, you look at Daniel, you look at Josh, hell, you look at Joker. Guy gets broken leg, and 2.5 years later, it's he still had it. He still had it. He still had the step. He still had the go. It was like no time ever passed between him and I. Sad thing is I was gassed after the 1 hour, and I know he wanted to do a lot more, and I was listening to my body before I got more injured. The little bastard made me tap second time, and to me that's, I groan and get pissed off about it, but it's all in good fun. It's all it is. What does 2015 hold for the guys and myself? Well, you just have to stay tuned. Still got big plans. Still got a lot more to come down. I'm pretty sure next couple of months you should be hearing something about something soon. Other than that, give me some feedback. Bombs for Breakfast will have a actual Facebook page this year, hopefully. It's kind of started up. It's just it's got to get some fine tuning. Make sure everything's in there and up to date. Hopefully, would help pass around through social media and all you lovely fans out there and members and whatnot. Could definitely use your help, especially with this one project that's brewing. It's gonna help this company a lot in the future. Also will probably help out the guys as well. But we'll see. Like I said, this project plan is still not fine-tuned yet. It still has to get a little bit more molded so that when it's presented the right way. And the only way I can do that is with feedback from the guys first, and then feedback from you guys, of course, because that's the most important thing. Only feedback is participation, what kind of help I can get, help we can get, help other fields as well. Other than that, I'm going to cut this off right now because it's getting a little long. I will hopefully have something to you guys soon, very soon. Alright, have a good one.